Okay, this is going over a week 4 assignment on creating an About Me app. You're going to start by creating a brand new app project, Visual Basic project. We're going to name the form FRM main, add a picture box with your picture in it, 3 text boxes below that, a button, and that's it. So let's go and get started. Go ahead and bring up Visual Studio. I'm going to create a new project, File, New Project. And I believe I'm calling this one's About Me. Yeah, About Me. Make sure it's a Windows Form application. Alright, I'm going to make the form a little bit bigger, just kind of bring it out a little bit. And its default name is Form 1. I'm going to rename it to FRM Me. Leave it About Me. Let's make sure that's correct. FRM Main, I'm sorry. FRM Main is what it should be. Right, and I'm going to bring in a picture box. Let me dock my toolbox for that. Resize it in the middle there. There we go. Let's bring in 3 text boxes. I'm going to just size this first one. Then I'm going to do Control C or edit copy. And then I'm going to do a Control V twice to paste it so I don't have to resize them again. You'll notice how I drag these in here. The guides will actually snap for you. And then we've got a button we're going to bring in. And so picture box 1, I believe I'm having you name it. Keep it that same name. We'll import a picture of myself here in a second. 3 text boxes. The property name for all 3 is txt full name, txt age, txt food. So we'll do in the name property of each one, txt full name. Second one, txt age. Third one, txt food. And the button property, btn me, with the text property About Me. And the extensions on all these just determine in your code what that object is, like btn will be button, txt text, and then picture. And let me make sure I got the right text there, About Me. So go to the text property, change button 1 to About Me. Okay, and let me, I'm going to go ahead and, I didn't have you name the form anything different, I don't believe. But I'm going to go ahead and put in the form here, About Me. There we go. And let me find a picture of myself here. Go on to Facebook. So I'm going to come right back after I find a picture of myself, and then I'll show you how to upload it. Okay, I found a picture of myself from where I graduated college, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight the picture box and select it with my mouse. Just click on it once, and I'm going to go over down here to the image property of the picture box, and I'm going to import the image I found. I saved it on my desktop, me.jpg. You'll notice how it doesn't fit well in the text in the box itself, so I'm going to go down and see if I can find a property here that helps me scale it. If I go to the size property, it's by default is normal, but I can go to auto size, I can go to stretch image, I can go to zoom, let's go, I'm going to select the stretch image. And you can move yours around too to where it kind of looks normal there. Now, the other thing I could have done is leave the box like it was and just select zoom. That would probably be a better one. Let's do that. That way it stays, the constraints of the image is the same and it doesn't morph it or anything, so that'll work. Okay, next we're going to put some code in here. I wanted you to put in the message box, my name is, your full name, and I am your age, years old, and like whatever food it was. So we're going to be using the text full name, the text age, and text food in conjunction with the ampersand to do all of that. Remember, the reading this week shows the ampersand helps us to concatenate strings together. So to help me, I'm going to highlight this text here so I'll know the text I want to put in that message box. I'm going to copy it. Go to my code. I'm going to double click on this button about me. It'll take me into the code. I'm going to put MSG box. And I'm going to put double quotes and paste that code and paste that text in there that I want. But in place of Chuck Conkle, I'm going to put in end quote space txt, whoop, ampersand txt, full name dot text, ampersand, quote. So my name is Chuck Conkle and I am, and so instead of 47, I'm going to put the text box for age. Just a second. So I'm going to put an end quote, ampersand. And you'll notice how the ampersands are encapsulating the objects. In this case is the text boxes. And so errors will pop up as you're typing, but they'll go away when you correct them. So am, whatever years old I put in there, and I like, and then whatever I put in the text box for food. So I'm going to put in there, highlight that, and put in beginning quote, ampersand, txt, food dot txt, space, ampersand. There we go. So my name is what I put in the full name, and I am, make sure and keep the spaces here like is in the, like I did, otherwise it'll scrunch them together. And I am whatever age I put in there, years old, and like whatever I put in the text box for food. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Go back to my form design, and now I'm going to go ahead and run it. We're almost done. And if there's build errors, we'll correct them here. And it says here, Form 1 is not a member of About Me. That's because I changed the name of the form. So all we need to do here is go back to Form 1. Double click on the error and instead of form 1, it's FRM main. There we go. Let's save that and run it again and see if that works. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in my full name. And this is supposed to be the age. And this is supposed to be the food, liver and onions. And let's click the About Me. My name is Chuck Conkle, and I am 48 years old, and I like liver and onions. So, the concatenation worked, the message box worked. The one thing I'm going to add before I'm done here is something so the user knows what to type in, the text boxes. So here we're going to put in some beginning text to help us. In fact, I'll just use, let's just use a label, I guess, would be best. So we'll put in here label. And I'm going to, in that label, I'm going to go down to text align and go to right center. And I want this one to be enter full name, colon, space, and then the return key. I'm going to copy that and then paste it twice. And as you pop these in, you'll feel them snap to the end of the top and the bottom. This one to the top two. And I want them centered in there as best as I can as well. From the centered into the text box anyway. You see that pink line there, that knows you're in a good spot there. Same here. All right, so this was enter full name. This one here, I believe, is enter age. Space, enter. Oh, this should be... Enter fave food. Do that. One thing I also want to do with these labels is instead of the auto sizing, I want to turn auto sizing off. So I can manipulate that like I want. So I'm going to get rid of these other two. There we go. Now let's copy that and paste that twice. It's going to be much easier this way. There we go. Because they're going to be right justified and everything will work out better. The next one was enter age. Perfect. Yeah, see how it right justified it? And that's how you have to do it. I recommend doing it the auto size off. Auto size false. And the last one, enter fave food, colon, space, enter. There, now let's run it again. Save it. Start it. Much better. I'll put pizza this time. My name is Chuck Conkle. I'm 48 years old and like pizza. Click OK. All right, so that concludes week 4, creating an About Me application. You brought in a picture, brought in 3 text boxes, a button, added code to the button, concatenating the strings together, adding some labels, and I put the label of about, or the text property of the form to About Me. And that is it. So you can modify this however you want to. You can add in more color to this for extra credit. Maybe a challenge for this week might be to maybe add in some more fields here. A little trick to help you, a tip to help you if you're wanting to wrap a message box onto another line. If I wanted to say, if I wanted to put on a new line, my name is on one line, and I am on one line, and years old, and like on one line, and like on one line. So what I would do is, before the, or after the ampersand here, I could do a VBCRLF, and then the ampersand, and then do another one here, and I am, yep, we'll do one here as well. Well, I'll just do it on the first one, that way you can do the rest yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and run it to show you what it looks like. If I want to put a enter key, kind of forcing a new line, VBCRLF, which is basically like a return key within the code. There it is. My name is Chuck Conkle. Notice it did a new line. And then so you can do that as a challenge if you want to. All right. Well, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. Make sure after you're finished with the project, as always, you package it. I'll exit out of this just to show you how to do that. Everybody's doing really good on that, but just to verify. After you exit out of the project, if you go to Documents, go to Visual Studio 2015 Projects, there's the About Me, and that's the one I would right-click, Send to Compressed, rename it to Week 4. That's what I upload into Eagle Week 4. So enjoy, have fun, and let's have a great week. All right, bye-bye.